Anyway, here to discuss from the left side of politics is radio host Christopher Hahn. Christopher, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Now, first of all, let's listen to a little bit of Trump's announcement today.
It will be easy. It will be fair. It's graduated. As you get up in income, you pay a little more. Some of the very unfair deductions that certain people have been given who make a lot of money will not be available any longer. But I actually believe they'll do better because I think the economy will grow.
Was there anything you like about Trump's tax plan, Christopher?
Well, look, I like his elimination of the AMT. People who live in high-tax states like New York and California, Illinois, in the middle income brackets get screwed by the AMT. And it's something that hasn't been adjusted for inflation properly since the 1960s when it was first put in play. But, you know, other than that, look, I think he's backtracked on what he was saying a couple weeks ago where he was going to close loopholes for the hedge fund managers and things like that. It seems to me like he's got the same tax plan every Republican candidate for the last 20 years has had. And I don't know how that grows the economy. I think George Herbert Walker Bush said it best. It's voodoo economics.
And so do you not like, though, the regressive part of it? Because that's the part that smacked me wrong. When I heard zero income tax for families under $50,000, I'm more familiar with the idea and perhaps more comfortable as a conservative with everybody's kind of got skin in the game, because otherwise I feel like we breed a dependence mentality, you know, and I don't like that. So I was thinking maybe you did like that.
Well, you know, I think it's an incentive for people in the lower income brackets to actually work. But I don't see how he gets a plan like that passed through Congress right now. I think there's a lot of wishful thinking on what he's saying. You know, look, I do think that it might appeal to a certain segment of voters who are trying to say Donald Trump is a different kind of politician, but I don't think it's based in reality. I mean, for a reality show star, most of his ideas are kind of not real.
I mean, but you can't deny one thing. You can't deny that the guy has built a business, has made a life of negotiating deals and doing quite well. Do you think that there's any part of that would apply to basically CEO of the United States in a positive way?
No, I think that any good business, you don't hire somebody with no experience in that business to be the CEO of that business. Donald Trump has no experience negotiating with people from anything but a position of strength. The man was born on third base and thinks he hit a triple. And quite frankly, he's been growing his father's wealth his entire life. Now, granted, he's done a great job. A lot of people destroy their family wealth, so let's give him credit for that. But that said, he was always in a position of power. He's never been in a situation where he's had to negotiate as equals. And the Constitution says, look, there are 3 equal branches of government. He's got to negotiate with Congress, and he's got to deal with a court system that he will not control and that will not be kowtowing to his wealth.
How much of the Republican reaction to outsiders like Donald Trump and, of course, Dr. Ben Carson do you think has to do with the GOP base feeling let down by the antics of those like Boehner, for example?
Well, I don't understand how they feel let down by Boehner. I mean, Boehner didn't bring an immigration bill to the floor, even though it would have gotten passed with 188 Democrats and about 40 or so Republicans voting for it. I think Boehner's been a very conservative Speaker of the House. I can't think of anything that he's done that I thought has been great other than keeping the government open. But what I see here, Gina, and we discussed this last week, you know, is that we have a situation where I think voters on the far right want to see somebody who's going to take it to whoever the Democrat might be, kind of like a prosecutorial tone or an angry tone towards whoever the Democrat is, not somebody who's actually going to try to govern. I think that's what you have. That's Jeb Bush's problem. That's John Kasich's problem. It's going to become Marco Rubio's problem as well. The reason why they're going for these outsiders.
Just for the sake of time, Christopher, let me stop you, because there were 8 shutdowns under Jimmy Carter. There have been, I think, 15 shutdowns since 1976, most of those under Democrat administrations. So is the government shutdown something that's so horrible when Democrats have frequently used this tactic?
I don't think Democrats in recent years have used this tactic, and I don't think Jimmy Carter used this tactic, and the government shutdowns were maybe for like 5 minutes or so. What the Republicans have threatened, and what Ted Cruz particularly has threatened, and others, is a complete and total shutdown in an attempt to weaken the government. And let's face it, politically, Gina, the voters are not going to blame Democrats. They think Democrats love government. Republicans talk about how much they hate government. Who are you going to blame for shutting down the government? The people who love it or the people who hate it?
All right, Christopher, thank you so much for being with us. I wish we had more time, but next time we certainly will. Now, up
Well, you're
next.
going to do 20 minutes on my show on Thursday. I can't wait.
I can't wait. Absolutely. Tell them where they can find us and what time.
I'm on 103.9 FM in New York. I'm on 900 AM in Florida Thursday nights from 7 to 9. And I'll see you at 7 o'clock on Thursday.
Ain't nobody going to criticize us for no civil discourse, right, Christopher?
That's right. Absolutely.
All right, my friend. Thank you so much.